there guys, Nux here. As promised, I'm bringing you a quick vid, hopefully a quick King of the Hill game on Blacklight Redemption, or Retribution. I think it's Blacklight Retribution. I probably should have checked that out before playing. But before I get into that, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the sort of equipment that I'm using as a level 9 agent. I've equipped myself with sort of a slightly tankier fit, so I've got extra health and armour. I should probably explain this a bit better. The different helmets, so this is the one you start off with, and this comes with no modifiers to your armour or anything like that. It's just a basic helmet. It's the one you start off with, and as you advance you unlock these sorts of ones. So this one increases speed and recharge rate of your high-vis helmet, and I'll get into that a bit later. This is, like I said, a sort of tankier model, so it gives you health and armour. It looks a bit ugly. I don't really know what's going on there, and unfortunately I have to play this game with all the settings turned down to the absolute minimum, because unfortunately I can't change the settings for the graphics in-game yet. There's a problem with my graphics card and the game, or something. I don't know what's quite going on there, but hopefully that will be fixed soon, and I'll be able to show you in better detail. But I would still imagine that helmet doesn't look all that great. And this one, I imagine... Oh, this just increases speed and recharge rate. I thought for some reason it increased other things, but unfortunately not. And then as you advance, these are sort of after you level up once, I guess, and then these further ones you unlock when you get to level 19, 22, 25, and these ones are awarded for different things, and I haven't available via chance pack, so I think these are awarded when you level up. Sometimes you get, or most of the time you get a message from the admin, and they give you 2 bonuses, and one of them's just like a little tag that you can put on your weapon, and the other one is a bunch of kit. So you can sort of try it out. All the equipment in this game you sort of rent, but there is also the chance to buy it. So if you pay sort of say 175 to rent it for one day, you'll pay like 3 grand to buy it indefinitely, and I think I kind of like it because it forces people to either change up their equipment more often, so they're not always using the same sort of weaponry, and it also means, unfortunately, that you have to keep renewing the weapons. But I like the sort of system behind it, and it keeps the game sort of fresh. It's a unique, in my opinion. I don't play things like LOL and HON and things like that, but in my opinion this is a fresh approach to sort of equipment and that kind of thing. You can buy extra equipment from the marketplace, and people have sort of, I've seen comments that sort of say this is a pay to win game. That's absolutely not the case. Hopefully when I jump into the next game, King of the Hill, I'll show you that you can easily get to the first place or second place or third place. So you can rank quite easily on just the standard equipment that you can buy. So we'll just quickly go through this one. This is the standard chest piece. It provides 1 gear slot, which you can see down here. The one I've got equipped again is for more armour, so it increases health but reduces speed. And you feel that in the game as you level up. You do really feel that drag on your speed. Like, not you can run for shorter bursts. It doesn't slow you down, I don't think, but in the long run you run for a lot shorter periods, and that can get quite annoying. This provides, the one I'm wearing provides 2 gear slots, so I can fill these. But personally, the knife, I don't really get close enough to use the knife, and it just means 2 clicks on the control pad to get to grenades, as opposed to sort of 3 or 4 clicks. But I've never had one of these equipped. I want to equip a turret in there eventually when I unlock it. This increases speed and stamina but reduces health, and I imagine that's for sort of more recon-y faster types. And again, this one increases speed and stamina but reduces health. And again, you can unlock quite a few different ones. This one greatly increases health but reduces speed and stamina, so I'm looking to sort of get into level 29 and owning this. Again, boots, these are all, they've all got their own things, so these are the standard ones, and I'll try and zoom out to give you a better look, but again, they're the standard model. These are the health increase model, so they greatly increase health and stamina but reduce speed. So I imagine they're the heavily armoured ones. These greatly increase speed but reduce health and stamina, so they're probably light armour again for the recon and snipery sort of types who need to move quickly, get out of an area before they get found out. And again, the footwear provides gear slots, and I don't quite understand that because, well, yeah. Increases speed, reduces health, and again, there's more that you can unlock when you level up. I'm not even pressing the bar properly. But hopefully we'll be able to cover these when I unlock them in future videos. This is, like I said, the equipment screen, and we'll start off with the, well, gear sort of thing. And you can equip nothing, which is what I tend to do, because the sort of stuff you get is revive teammate and repair vehicles, repair friendly mechanical targets, which is like the sort of mech walkers that you get that you've probably seen in the trailer. And this is used to place ammo boxes to refill your friend's ammo and that. Med pack for yourself or allies. I can't quite read that, hang on. Use while inside a hard suit to temporarily disable the weak point. So that, all hard suits come with a weak point. You can see them with the high visor thing, the high reality visor, or whatever it's called, the super reality visor. And other characters will turn that thing on, and they will look at these mechs that are storming around the place, absolutely annihilating. They're quite powerful, but it's good. It's great fun. And this would disable that weak point, so while you're inside the hard suit, you're pretty much invulnerable to everything except for sort of flamethrowers and rockets and that kind of thing. So that's nice. Use while inside a hard suit to generate a temporary HRV ping to locate your enemies. So inside the suits, you can't use your HRV, which is the head unit, the visor thing. But this obviously gives you the ability to do that. I think this is a cloak. Renders you nearly invisible until turned off. And this hold to shield yourself from the front. Can be placed on the ground for stationary cover. That's a massive shield, and I've seen a few people running around with these, and I don't think I've ever seen them placed, but they generally outshoot me, to be honest. So this second slot's usually for things like knives and other sort of mines, that kind of thing, and I think the third slot's for sort of the same. Yeah, knives, that kind of thing. So we'll just go through these quickly. It's an EMP grenade that disables your sort of visuals. It comes up with a blue screen of sorts, and you can't quite see what you're doing. Explodes into a cloud of interference that hinders visibility. I think that kind of does the same thing. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to check them out when I get when I get into doing equipment. Generates a decoy that shows up your enemy's HRV, shows up on your enemy's HRV, so I imagine you could use that to sort of lure people out, and if you had some sort of bubble of some kind that stopped you from being seen with the HRV, then you'd be able to sneak up on them. I think that's a more improved knife. Stun mine, they're pretty useful. Creates a field that hides friendly targets from HRV detection. So that's the sort of thing I'm talking about. If you placed a decoy and then in your second slot had one of these, you'd be able to probably hide from them long enough to sneak up behind them, which is nice. that's, I think, yeah, shot grenade, and that explodes when thrown, dealing damage that blinds surrounding players. It explodes into a cloud of deadly gas. An extremely powerful explosive grenade. Machete, I think that sort of speaks for itself. I think that's a mine. Is that a mine? Yes, mine. That explodes, obviously. Fire axe of some kind, or breach. Oh, breach hammer. So this is the. The thing that Total Biscuit was running around with in one of his videos. Decloaking and popping people, or booping people, and throwing knives. That's an interesting one. I could get into those. And this loadout down here is for your sort of kill streaks, as it were, but it doesn't work the same as Call of Duty. It works in a way that the more people you kill, the more points you earn, and that way they sort of stay with you between deaths. So if you die, you don't lose those points. And during the match, you go to nodes, and you can access, if you've got enough points, you can buy whatever you've set as your depot loadout. So there are things like ammo refill for yourself, health refill for yourself, and I've recently used this quite to my advantage. I was crouched behind one of the depot machines, and I was being shot at, and I quickly grabbed the health pack and got back up to full health and successfully won the little firefight. I don't know if that's unsportsmanlike, but damn it, I'm here to win. This is a flamethrower. I think that pretty much speaks for itself. This is the hard suit, and you might be wondering why it's in the shape of a trigger. That summons the hard suit sort of thing. So you target it on the ground, and if it's in the right sort of area, a hard suit will drop down, and you'll be able to walk your way to victory for a few minutes at least. Heavy weapons refill, so I imagine that's for one of these sorts of weapons. Sorry, my voice is going a little croaky tonight. This is the sort of basic rocket launcher that you get, and that pretty much speaks for itself. This is a burst fire rocket launcher, and I think I've got this one equipped here. I've got this and the hard suit and the flamethrower. I don't really use the hard suit that much, or the ammo refill. But like I said, the health has come in handy once, and the flamethrower is useful for taking out the pilots in the hard suit. So it's good to have one of those handy. This fires a rocket that bursts into several rockets, I think. Fires a rocket that bursts into a cluster of explosives, deals massive area damage, so that's quite brutal. This is a grenade launcher. I'm not sure what this is. I can't read. Oh, TR6 Trident. I can't see it. Trident, I think. A minigun with an unparalleled fire rate. This is the turret that I want to eventually get. These things look awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on one of these. What's this? Oh, this is used to cool down an airstrike. Looks kind of like a flamethrower, I guess. A little bit. You'd imagine the flame to go there, but I imagine it's used for calling in airstrikes, as it says here. And this is an extremely long-range armor-piercing railgun, so I imagine that's quite effective against the suits if you can get enough rounds off. But don't hold me to that. I'm not an expert at this game in any way, shape, or form yet. We'll just go through the weapons, and then I think I'm going to split this into two videos. So this will, and I will label this clearly as a equipment video, so we can skip straight to gameplay, no problem, in the next video. And I might upload that one first. But yeah, we'll just go through this quickly. You can sort of get a selection of pre-made guns, and by the looks of things, they cost the sort of money that you can buy using your credit card or whatever to get Zen points, which are then in turn used to buy things on sort of like the marketplace and to rent weapons in here. And again, I think you can permanently buy some of these weapons maybe if you've got the funds, but I imagine that would cost a lot more in Zen. And as you can see, there are some quite creative models on here. I think this one gets awarded, does it? It says here award, but I don't know. Maybe you have to unlock it via an award to get it. I'm currently running on the basic assault rifle model kind of thing. It's got upgraded barrel, upgraded magazine, scope and stock, but everything else is pretty much standard. The assault rifle body, it's got quite good range, and it's good at close quarters as well, so I enjoy using this. I think this is the, oh yeah, this is the bolt action rifle, so if you're looking to build a sniper build, this is probably the way to go. I think this is a 3-shot burst. Oh no, this is a semi-automatic, and again it only really changes the receiver section of the gun and the way that it fires. So that's semi-automatic. It's quite powerful, but I can't really get that many kills on it. Burst fire rifle fires a burst of 3 bullets with a tight spread. This is the SMG. This is another one of my personal favourites. I love the look of this gun. It's certainly something I enjoy, getting in close and personal and shooting down corridors and that sort of thing in tight quarters. Because there's a lot of cover you can hide behind in this game and sort of get close enough to people to absolutely annihilate them with one of these. The light machine gun, that's obviously the sort of big, super heavy SMG, no, light machine gun, but comes with a fair few rounds by the look of it. Heavy assault rifle is apparently not fast, but makes up for it in sheer stopping power and range, so I might look to get one of these in the future as an upgrade for the sort of assault rifle that I've already got. And these are locked until they're awarded to you, so I don't know if you earn these through the sort of admin mails that you get that can be found up here, but yeah, maybe I'll get awarded these. Kind of looks a little bit famazzy, I like that. So we'll go muzzle. You can check all the muzzles. So these add different sort of things. So this is standard issue. That one's got no modifications. This one reduces spread and damage. So they've all sort of got bonuses, but they've also sort of got downsides as well. I don't use a muzzle personally. I don't really feel the need to. This increases range and reduces spread, recoil and damage. So obviously that takes a bit of power away. I think they all take a bit of power away, if I'm honest. Greatly reduces recoil but increases spread while reducing damage and range. But again, I think that's more for sort of the single action rifles that are stealthy and that. Reduces recoil and damage. Significantly reduces recoil and damage. Greatly reduces recoil and damage. So you get the sort of idea. There are some cool looking ones. I mean, I don't know what that one is. I've never seen. Significantly increases damage. Oh, so this one increases damage but reduces range while increasing spread and recoil. So some of them are pretty good, but they also come with quite large drawbacks. That again, I imagine, is a sort of silencer of sorts. Greatly reduces recoil but increases spread while reducing damage and range. Increases damage and reduces spread, recoil and range. So you get the general sort of idea for the muzzles. Ooh, what's the please tell me the stats. No? Okay. Maybe that one's just look nice. I don't know. The barrel I use increases damage and range but reduces spread, but you don't run as fast, I don't think. So this, hang on, this is the basic one you get. This one has no modifiers. This one increases spread and running speed and reduces range. Oh no, I don't want to cancel. I don't want to buy that. Oh, actually, it might be a good idea to sort of purchase something to show you the buy-in screen. So as you can see, if I wanted to buy this, I've got the option to equip it for myself or to give it to a friend. For some reason, I can't click on that now. Maybe that's unlocked at a later date. But if I wanted to do it for myself, I could equip it now or activate it later, so if I wanted to use it at a later date I could. But to equip it now, I would select that box, come down here, and if I wanted it for 1 day, I'd click there, 7 days, and if I wanted it permanently, like I was saying earlier, it costs quite a bit of money. You can use either GP, which is the in-game credits that you earn, or Zen, which is the credit card money that you can buy in. And again, I promise you, it is not a pay-to-win game. It is, if you work hard at this, you can own your own equipment and make it a lot easier on yourself, without having to buy any. It's totally free to play. You won't have to pay any Zen if you just play the game for GP and buy weapons this way. So there is the chance to permanently own your weapons if you're not in the range of renting them. And I suppose the other advantage to renting weapons is that you get to try them out and you don't have to commit to them. So instead of spending $5 grand on a weapon and eventually finding that you don't really like it, you don't have to do that. You buy it for $175 points a day, and then bang, you've got it for just the day to try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you're not stuck with it. So I like that. I think that's a good approach. Increases range and reduces spread, but reduces running speed. Increases damage and spread, but reduces range and running speed. So that's sort of, I don't know, it looks a bit. I suppose if I had the graphics on high, that would look a bit more M4, M16 sort of. This one increases damage and running speed, but greatly reduces range. So again, and I kind of feel like I'm just reading out what's on the screen, but again, it gives you a good idea of what's available. I probably won't read all of these out. That one increases damage. Like I said, this is the one we've got equipped at the moment. Significantly increases running speed, so that's a sort of lighter model. So if you were just quick on your feet, then you'd probably go for this sort of thing. I'll just give you an idea of what some of these look like. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit as well. So there's quite a large selection. I mean, that one looks beastly. Greatly increases range and reduces spread, but reduces damage and running speed. So yeah, that one's a bit of a beast. And these ones look a bit beasty as well. I guess they're all for range. But yeah, there you go. Magazines, these are pretty self-explanatory. You can get exploding rounds and other various types. But we'll start off. This is the basic one as usual. No modifiers. But these two greatly increase reload speed. I think this one just increases it. This one greatly increases it. Extended magazine, increase ammo capacity but decrease run speed. This is exploding rounds. This is express magazines, increase reload and run speed. Electro magazines deal slightly reduced damage to players and slightly increased damage to mechanical targets. So I imagine that's quite good for taking down turrets and that sort of thing. This looks like a barrel mag. That's pretty self-explanatory. Or drum mag. That's a toxic magazine, fire magazine, I imagine. And is this a drum mag? I don't know. Double drum mag, double barrel mag, whatever. There's a great range of scopes. So obviously that's the basic one. I'd like to see a feature in these games where you get scopes that you can sort of zoom down to see if it's any good. Like, I think, why haven't first-person shooters started doing that in games that you can customise your weapons? You should be able to look down the scope and sort of sample it before you commit and end up in a game and find out that you've chosen a scope that's too short or too long for the thing that you've purposed the gun to do. So I think maybe that needs to be included. There's no way to look down the sight in this at the moment. Maybe if someone sees this video and says, yeah, maybe that's a good idea, and takes note, then maybe we'll get that in games, hopefully. This is the one I'm using for the moment. It's just a usual red dot sight, but you can get some pretty beefy scopes, as you can see here, and that is I imagine more for sniper rifles and that kind of thing. I think it's a 4x 4.4. This is a, no, don't buy it. This is a 1.3, but it doesn't. Again, if I could look down it, I'd sort of be able to give you a bit more in depth, because I don't really understand that. I can't see how that's. Well, maybe. 3.9. 2.5. I'm not going to read all the numbers out again. I'll just give you a brief idea. Open scope. holographic sight with 1.8 zoom. That looks pretty technical. What's that? I'm not going to read the name. Scope and electronic sight combination with 3 times zoom. They're pretty mad. See, these are the sorts of crazy things you can get, and it's good, the level of customization that's available in this game. I've got a pretty standard stock equipped. It increases range and scoping time and reduces spread, recoil and running speed. That's pretty... it's okay. I'm looking forward to getting some of the better ones. Standard issue stock, that's the normal one. That's the lightweight one, so you can run a bit quicker with that one. That's the one I've got. This is probably more for sniper builds. Increases range and decreases. I imagine this one decreases recoil as well. This is another lightweight build. Increases running speed and range, but reduces spread, but greatly increases recoil. Again, I'm not going to read them all out. I'll just hover over them slightly so you can get a better idea. I'm hoping to cover these later models when I level up a bit more, and hopefully we'll be able to do a more in-depth video on each of them as I buy them and explain them. And I'm looking forward to renting each and every one and doing builds specific to that weapon, so or to those item types. So hopefully that will work out pretty well in showing off the sort of range of weaponry and items that you can get in this game, and hopefully they'll upgrade and put loads more in so we can have a lot of excuses for playing a few games and getting into the more expensive stuff. These are just the weapons tags. I'll do a quick rundown of these. These are just, you know, little things that you can stick on the side of your gun. I have no idea. I guess this is sort of just for fun. I don't think they increase anything. Fun trinkets that provide a stat boost. They're not just for decoration. Oh, well, I'm completely wrong then. I don't know what they provide, but they give you a an update in here. Oh, that one provides extra ammo by the looks of things. Does it? Oh yeah, so this one, this little atomic bomb, provides the distance at which a weapon does reduce damage. The distance at which a weapon does minimal damage. Oh, well, I don't quite understand this. Again, I'm not the sort of expert of these, but I might start looking into these now. If there are any that sort of increase damage. I don't know how a little trinket can increase range and that kind of thing. But it's interesting. Oh, that one looked quite... oh, no. Not buying anything. Oh, I think these are only buyable with Zen, which is a bit of a shame. These ones are okay. Reduces recoil, I think that one. So yes. Camo. You get some basic sort of camo designs for your gun. They look a bit crazy. I like them. They're cool. So yeah, and again, hopefully in the future we'll get into looking at these in a bit more in depth and seeing if they've got any sort of modifiers. A camouflage pattern for your weapons. Yeah, I don't think I don't think these had any modifiers, but again, I could be wrong. Certainly possible. But I think there are quite a few of these, and we'll just quickly try to scan through the majority of them. Oh, that matte black one looked nice. Oh yeah, we might try aiming for this. Or does it cost Zen? Okay, so maybe I won't be getting that. So yeah, we won't go through all of them again. We'll have a look in greater detail when I get to the point of buying that sort of stuff. This is the handguns, obviously, and again you've got a range of pre-mades, but we'll look through them at a later date. Maybe I might rent one occasionally. And again you've got your sort of basic. There's a Magnum in here somewhere, or a revolver. I quite like the look of that. shotgun, and obviously machine pistol. So I'm going to try and work my way up to one of these because these look awesome. So yeah, and again you've sort of got basic things that you can change. So the muzzle, and that looks pretty beastly, and these all do modifiers, so increased damage and that kind of thing. Magazines, extended magazines, express magazines, the sort of exploding electronic, radioactive and fire magazines. You can have a scope, and there's a massive scope that you can have on here. That's not the one. I think that's just no scope attached. That's pretty sensible. I think these are more for the sort of revolvers and that kind of thing, because they're absolutely beastly, the revolvers. I love they're pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I saw a pretty silly one on here once. I could be totally wrong. It might be that one. It could be that one. It looks more like a sort of thing you'd find on a rifle, but who knows? I'm no gun expert. And again, you've got a range of camos, and you could probably use your imagination to figure out that they're pretty much the same as the rest of everything that we've been through, camo-wise. So I'm going to get into a game. I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to get into a game, and then you can see sort of how I perform with my super assault rifle, as it were, and my pistol. I don't really use the pistol that much. I've never been a fan of second weapons, but when I get that machine pistol, I think I'm going to start using them. I might try and use this to give you an idea of sort of how it works, and, well, you know how it works, but what sort of damage on it is and that kind of thing. I'm going to stop the video here, and hopefully I will catch you back in a few minutes. And obviously later on in the game, when I unlock nodes and start getting into the hero sort of thing, we'll look at those two sections. I don't think the profile's anything. We might go through these at a later date, so keep an eye out for those sorts of videos. But again, nodes and heroes, I don't think I've unlocked any nodes at the moment. Yeah, no data nodes required. I haven't really got into those yet, so when I start unlocking those, hopefully you'll be around to see it. So I'm gonna end the video here, and I will catch up with you in a few minutes, hopefully. See you soon. Bye.